Hello, welcome to Adventures in the WILDSEA by... Oh, sorry. Welcome to Adventures in Lollygagging, playing the WILDSEA mechanics. I've even forgotten my hat today, I just realized.
Oh, shit.
Hey, go grab your hat. Go grab your hat real quick.
No, it's way over there.
Go get it. Go get it. Yeah.
Yeah, go get it. It wouldn't be the same without your hat.
Down.
It wouldn't be the same.
Wouldn't be the same without my hat.
All
right. You guys can. I know not everybody has.
Well,
but
yeah, obviously.
I'll go get my hat. You guys can tell them about how you updated your characters and not about how you're going to wreck the story campaign and continue to destroy the captain's cabin. I'll be right back.
Okay,
that's right. I was getting blamed for that bullshit.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I like how my bad roll resulted in you being
Dude, at least you didn't ram your head into into a freaking door to try to get it open, man.
But that would have been my own consequence of my own action, not the consequence of another's action.
I think you just absorb everybody's bad rolls. I think that's your role
like a
in this.
Or something, you know?
It's
You're
not
like that
just
dude
your
from the Green
bad
Mile.
rolls.
John Coffey.
Yeah. John Coffey.
Hopefully it ends better for you, but you know.
Your dice roll,
sucks the evil out of the mice.
Yeah.
Sucks the evil out of the mice? What did I come back to?
You had to have been there for it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sucks the evil out of the mice. Because I heard the Green Mile, and I'm pretty sure they don't suck evil out of mice in the Green Mile.
No, don't.
I believe it was like disease or something, but like.
Yeah.
Because mice aren't evil. They're just living their lives.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I had pet mice growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you really?
Yeah, I had a lot of. Well, I mean, mice don't live that long.
Yeah.
Sure.
Their life expectancy pretty tiny. And I had them like in grade 3.
A lot of people that had snakes as pets. They also had mice, but for different reasons.
Yes, no, I had mice for pet reasons, and I also had
for pet reasons. The mice were not for pet reasons.
No, yeah.
Do you guys remember the hermit crabs that they used to sell at the mall? Like the kiosks?
No.
No.
What are you talking about, Alex?
What weird East Coast thing are you talking about?
Well,
It's like a Japanese vending machine thing. Is that what this is?
No.
God.
So at least at the malls that I used to go to when I growing up in the suburbs of Chicago, at one of them they used to have this guy that was just selling live hermit crabs as pets at the kiosk. And me and my sister would think
weird.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was weird, but it's such a core memory because me and my sister thought it was so cool. But I'm a 7-year-old. My sister's an 11-year-old, and we didn't know the concept that crabs had to eat. So
oh no!
So we're like, why did it die? Why does it smell? Is it dead? It was so bad.
Oh my god! Where were your parents?
Yeah.
Let's really dig into it, yeah.
Oh my god!
They were present.
Pets.
They were present. They were present.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
But
yeah, that is.
Yeah. I mean, my parents were immigrants, and they didn't understand that hermit crabs too needed food. So
sure.
Or that's what I assumed.
Oh no! Yeah. Well, to be fair, my mother did disappear a number of pets over the years. We had a gauntlet of pets. My dad and that household had a bunch, and then my mom and our household had a bunch. But we had this very old cat that for 2 or 3 years would pee in my brother's closet.
Oh no!
Stunk to high hell. Oh, it's okay. It wasn't my closet. Stunk to high hell.
Pee. My God,
dude, cat pee's stinky, man. Ooh.
Yeah.
Peed in my mom's closet one time. Gone.
Fair enough.
Oh, anyway, on a more positive note, optimistic note, let's go and start exploring the WILDSEA. You can hack routes through the Verdant Sea, scar the canopy with a prow and a keel, slash and bite until you've carved out a little space of your own, but you'll never be anything more than temporary. The sea will continue to grow and consume everything in the end. This impermanent life is never more evident than with the drums of the Jackalbone marauder ship on the air. Our sailors had some quick decisions to make. They then spent 20 minutes talking about it. They decided that tilting down and hiding under the thrash was the best decision. All sailors know that the deeper you travel, the more the immensity of the sea becomes apparent. There's a pressure that builds as you descend, not just a physical presence, but a mental weight. When dipping below the canopy, you could be traveling not only through space, but through history, passing from the light into darkness, spaces of ruin and mystery, of traveling not only through the history. I just reread that one twice. From the light into darkened space of ruins and mystery, of ancient things unearthed, the branches down there snake around secrets not only of the lost age, but of an age before that, and before that again. The knowledge itself is a weight, and those driven to dive train themselves not only to buckle under it, but to sort of brave it in a way. However, it wasn't ruins or lightlessness that our crew found, but a nice big hole that they fell into. Unbeknownst to them, too near the Iron Jaw Ray nest for the mother's comfort. This creature is some mixture between a shark head and a lightning storm, a beard of jagged crystals and a brow sprayed with eyes of all sorts all set on the invaders in its home. The crew worked together quickly at that point to manage to both dissuade the Iron Jaw as well as communicate a sort of apology to it, breaking through the light of the creeping dawn, baking through the canopy to the light of the creeping dawn. Well, this adventure in the sink had happened. The marauder ship had passed by overhead, but the crew still had one more challenge to overcome. Navigating to the One-Armed Scissor, the original goal. Issa chose to whisper, the first whisper for this campaign, and said, "All tunnels end." The canopy then folded in on itself as the WILDSEA remade itself around the vomitorium, and the crew found themselves suddenly next to a large, disturbingly empty frame of the scissor. We leave the crew having run into some unlocked doors that they hit their heads on, exploring a telescope while the sun rises. That's definitely not going to burn their eyes or whatever they consider or use for vision. And breaking everything in the captain's cabin. Definitely one person more than the other, but the other is more blamed, as is life. So, the question I've got for the crew today is, do you think your characters are more interested in the darkness under the eaves, or the depths, or in the world above, or the wild blue, as they call it? Anybody can go first.
Well, I'll go first because it's easy. It's definitely like so wild blue above, and specifically the stars in the sky.
Yes, I did think this one would be very easy for my choice character.
Oh, it's so easy. It's like a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah. And Jeff, Derek, Alex, do any of you guys have an idea of what your character would think of for the depths or the sky? Or is this something that maybe neither? You're happy with the canopy?
I would say my character's been curious about the depths. I mean, he's heard stories from his elders that things about sand, you know?
True. Yeah. Something you've never seen, but is sometimes talked about. And maybe you've been on a trip to an area where you ride across cacti, and there's been this grit in the air that they tell you is sand. And sometimes you can almost believe it, but somewhere in the depth, there is a whole nother world. Yeah.
Gilhook's definitely interested in the depths, because that's where he has the biggest game to hunt. The most violent game, all the way down under. Yeah.
Yes, definitely a lot of leviathans the further down, and a lot of the larger. All right, and Derek, do you think Apotheosis has a preference?
Yeah, it would be the depths, just because that's where all the pre-Verdant society is.
True. Maitre, you might not get to go to the Wild Blue Sea. This might be a depth crew. But definitely we'll have elements of both. Especially next to this large hole that you guys are all in. Okay, I have made notes as I do. Now, nobody really knows the Verdant Sea. The sea's oldest inhabitants only have scattered memories, for their bodies last longer than their minds. Some woke from amber remembering the old world as if it's a dream. Others rely on scraps of tapestry or moldering books. Whatever knowledge of the past people have is what the sea chooses to give up, or what they can dredge up from the deeper places fighting for it. Most have become accustomed to living in the present, making use of what they can without trying to understand the deeper mysteries behind their finds. Living in the present. The One-Armed Scissor is the library ship that scavenges old ruins for books and scrolls before trading them to settlements in this region. It has been pivotal in recovering knowledge and disseminating it to all local spits and ports. A ship of stories and dreams that now creaks back and forth next to some large hole left by the fall of a tall shank. Our crew searches for information and survivors, a nervous companion in Carshaw who's helped them find the ship in hopes that his sister is on it, and somewhere alive as well. You find yourselves in a few rooms or on the deck of your own ship. What's everybody doing now? No? Issa, you're currently in an observatory or a...
if I
lens
know,
room.
And I'm seeing like a floating island, but the sun is also coming up.
Yes, and you're aware that this is essentially a giant magnifying glass. If you stay looking at the light, you have to make sure you don't catch any rays of that sun without some protection, or you could hurt yourself. You burn holes into your face.
Sure. Is there anything immediately familiar about the island? Like, is anything standing out to me as something?
I think, considering you're a Ketra, you had your childhood somewhere in the depths, maybe not very deep under the canopy, but you remember mostly the dark growing up. this drove you to desire the wild blue, to desire the light of the sun, enjoying wild colors and patterns as across your skin as you kind of climbed your way up and joined a ship to travel the canopy. This is something unheard of, unknown. Nobody in your family would have, or your community would have been telling stories of floating islands. Okay. It was all survival and like what could be further down, right? But never up.
She's hugely excited then. In that case. And her instinct is to try and find Killhook.
Oh.
And, like her friend to sort of share this, like, cool thing that she just saw.
Absolutely. So you know that he and Apotheosis went down that ladder in this room. You hit the button and see the slide or the sliding of the wall closing to help protect sort of the space while you're not here. And you grab the sides of the ladder and you slide down the rungs without even touching the bars in between. And you hear crashes in the other room. Killhook and Apotheosis. You just broke, I believe, the captain's desk together, absolutely together.
I have no recollection of that event. So before Issa shows up, this is what like we've got like broken stuff in our hands or whatever. We're looking at the blessed desk. Like, we found it this way. Just to say we found it like this.
Yeah, of course.
And as you say that, you hear the giddy squeals of Issa coming down the ladder.
Ahoy!
Yeah. And just turn around and try to blend in with the wall.
Would you guys like to roll for this, or just like we're good for their fighting? Okay.
I think he's just gonna find like a curtain and just like hide under it, like Jack Black from that one movie, Saving Silverman. I remember that image. It just cracks me up every time I think of it. He just gets a washcloth and covers his face with it. So that's all I'm going to do. It's like,
it is a classic hiding maneuver. And as always, you've got Alex giggling away at your reference because he's the one that understands it.
Yeah.
It's funny, dude.
I haven't seen the movie yet, that one either.
Anyway. So it's just going to make her way to the commotion. Assuming that's where...
So Issa, you come down here, you see a number of doors on the side, one of them clearly open. It's gone silent since you come down the rungs. And you kind of like, do you peek in or just boldly walk in, do you think?
I think I peek in to see what the hell it is.
Okay, you peek in, and there seems to be a coat rack with almost a captain's fancy traditional 1800s style coat on the side of it. Probably built for it was an Ardent that was the captain. And you can see legs sticking out. Gao legs sticking out from below it, and then you look on the other wall and you see Apotheosis frozen. There's wood behind him. He's made out of wood. Unfortunately, 3 dimensions exist in this world.
So she's gonna say sort of, I can see you.
Oh, I thought it was someone else. This is like this when we got here.
And as he says that, you look down and there's like a crack in the desk. Just as a reminder, I'll reread. You see this is the captain's quarters. This is a place filled with you see charts and papers. You see a row of portraits of different captains through the ages. You see what appears to be a desk that's been rifled through with some buttons and levers on the side of it. There's a captain's bed on the other wall. Clearly a coat rack with a coat and some legs. That's normal.
Well, there's nobody on the ship. guess it was a struggle in there before they left.
Must have been.
Look at you, she says to the gal, like...
Yeah, we were setting up an ambush, you see, in case the perpetrator of this heinous crime returned to the scene, as they do often. But
okay,
hey,
well, when you finish, I want to show you a thing I saw upstairs with the telescope. I saw an island that forgot to fall. You should come and see it. Just don't breathe too loud because I don't want you to startle it. But, like, you should come and see it.
Karshaw was probably sliding down around Issa, maybe standing in the hallway waiting. I don't understand.
Okay.
Dude.
It's an island that forgot to fall.
Okay, sure, let's go see it. Nothing to do here. We, already, as you can see, someone has already ransacked the room before we arrived. So
that's right. Yeah, they did my job for me.
Yeah, let's go look at this forgetful island.
Don't breathe too loud.
Breathe?
I don't want you to scare it. Don't scare it.
I
know you don't breathe Apotheosis, but, killer, don't breathe too loud.
I'm a mushroom.
Do you breathe?
Sorta.
Okay.
I don't have lungs and everything. Yeah, I don't know. Never really thought about it, to be honest.
So no, Apotheosis doesn't breathe. He made a point to tell me.
Let's just go see the island.
I think, yeah, it's up to you. Gao, they at least probably have like a spore output if they wanted to, for reproductive reasons. But yeah, I would say, maybe you don't have lungs. Well, everybody sort of starts to travel back to that ladder, leaving the captain's quarters, and whatever potential there could be finding a captain's logbook behind for the moment. Flippyn Piite, you are currently out on the deck of the vomitorium, your small ship next to this rather large ship. It's got, as you're looking kind of around, you can see this huge grappling array on either side of it, this long jaw, dual chainsaw prowl in the front of it. Is there anything you think you would be doing while you're waiting for them, or?
Let's see. I mean, like we found the scissor here, right? So.
Yes. So when Issa folded the sea together and moved it around your ship, it brought you to the end of the tunnel. It brought you to the One-Armed Scissor, the end of your quest, in theory.
And then, like,
now, one thing that you know is, or have observed since coming here, is the One-Armed Scissor is anchored to this point next to this giant deep hole that no one's really looked into yet. So you don't know, like maybe the scissor was planning on going down the hole, or maybe the density of books is pretty deep on the top of the sea here. Like this seems to be the source for some reason.
So there's a deep hole. Okay.
Yes. So a tall shank is a tree that's grown higher than even the sea. Quite often they'll actually have a community living on the top of it. They're just... Imagine a giant cedar tree and that towers above the rest of a forest kind of idea.
Mm.
And when one falls, that causes root quakes, which is what hit you at the start of the campaign.
Oh. Okay, so they're anchored here. But no one's. But we got to the ship, and then no one. It's like it's just abandoned, right?
As far as you can tell, you do not see. You guys obviously are still in the middle of searching the ship, and there's probably another 5 or 6 rooms. I'm just doing a quick scan here that the crew haven't looked into yet. Like, you can, from your position, see that there's this massive living area on the end of this ship, and this huge deck where they clearly like have a cargo crane to bring and sort things, and then doors that would open up and allow things to move down then into their cargo hold. But no one's looked over the edge yet. And you're on the so the ship is here, and the hole is next to it, and the scissor is on the side where the sea exists for the ship.
Okay.
You're not on the edge of the cliff, is what I'm saying.
Okay. So if
the scissor is.
Okay. So if I wanted to, man, I'm very curious about this deep hole, but like I would use the ship's like cargo crane to, like, I don't know, like just scavenge something maybe from the deep hole if there's anything down there. But like you said that our ship's not even positioned anywhere near the hole, correct?
Yeah, so if this is the scissor, the hole is on the front side, and the vomitorium is on like the safe side. I didn't want to spawn you guys on the cliff side, if you will. I thought that would be a bit mean, so I gave you the safe side of the ship. But if you wanted, you could jump up, still see your ship, and look over the hole from the scissor.
You said the scissor has a cargo crane as well?
Yes, it has. You can see there's 2 grappling hooks that they clearly use to pull itself forward. Maybe when the long maw sort of chainsaw isn't working, and then, or maybe they use it to grab things and grapple them back. And then it does also have a cargo crane similar to the vomitorium, but much larger, that clearly they have maybe even crates attached to it right now, like they've pulled something up recently. And on the deck, when you guys first got here, they were clearly sorting papers and books. They had maybe new goods here.
New goods. Oh my god.
All right, Alex, I'm going to let you think about that for a moment as you guard the ship. Issa, excitedly climbing back up this ladder into the lens room, that giant telescope, the panel on the wall that you can hit the switch or lever to move the wall out of the way so that you can expose the sky. And you point to it for Killhook and Apotheosis. The sun is up at this point in time, I will say. So it's something to be cautious of. Who looks through the telescope?
Sure. I got a lot of eyes.
Okay.
And I've just got 2. So if one of them goes kaput, I've got all the others.
Fair. So Killhook, as you peek through this telescope, can you give me some sort of check that you would use to see or observe something? Okay. I'm happy to hear. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, so I think in terms of skills, probably hunt, since it has observe, right there in it. Unless you wanted me to do like sense, I could do that too, but.
I'm happy with hunt. You're hunting this bit of rock that Issa mentioned. You have no idea what it looks like.
As for edges, I don't really have any good ones. Maybe
I'll take instinct for this one. Like you're not running on knowledge. You're just like trying to see it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he never runs on knowledge. And then
and there will be a cut on this one as well.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
You're competing with a giant star that is burning.
Okay, it's a 5
All right, with
a twist.
5 with a twist. Ooh. All right, so we're cutting that 6. With a 5, you get in. Issa kind of like starts to describe where she pointed the telescope, and you get there and you see just blue.
I'll just say blue.
And then,
that's a weird word.
You know the sun moves, you've got hunter's instincts, you know about light and shadow, and so you move it a little bit farther over in the maybe like a path that it might make. And with a 5, you catch, just like maybe for a moment before the sun you realize is getting way too close, you catch just the briefest shadow of something in the sky. So the twist is, you get the shadow, but you can't see it very well, and then the sun just takes over, and you can't look through the telescope for a moment with that twist.
Right. Well, I saw something, and then it burned my eyes out. So yeah. Okay, that's fascinating. But point of order. Maybe we come back later when the sun's moved off a bit, and we search for Crenshaw's sister and what happened to her.
This is great, but we gotta find my sister.
The ship's empty.
She's up there.
I think she's here in the ship, or nearby.
So when someone says the ship's empty, you think someone's on the ship?
Yeah, she has to be on the ship.
There's an old adage. It's called Gillette's razor. All right, okay. Often, the simplest explanation is the best. So, until we've eliminated like all of the simples, then we'll presume she's not up on the flying island. Yeah.
Gillette, the best an answer can get.
It's just floating.
It is, right?
I've only ever seen an air balloon one time.
Pretty smooth.
So like it's really unlikely.
That's my point. You and I are on the same side here. I'm just saying, but infinitely interesting, no doubt. But time of the essence here. She could be in danger. Something nefarious clearly happened here. They could all be just waiting around just for someone to come help them, save them. And they're probably wondering, what's taking these people so long? And they don't realize.
Have you tried calling her? Have you tried yelling for her?
And it's at that question, Karshaw freezes a little bit, looks around at the empty ship, clearly not having been brave enough to do that.
No. We don't know if there's any nefarious folks still on here yet.
That's right, like the one that broke that table.
Exactly, there's at least one.
There's someone in here that broke the table?
That's right.
It was vicious. Yeah, hopefully. They only dislike tables, not, people.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll be quiet.
Okay, great job. Apotheosis and Gillo, keep us safe.
I call her Tech, but her name is Tetravez. But Tech for short.
Okay.
If you see somebody, ask after this if that's her name.
Okay, want to come with us? You want to stay here?
Oh, I'm coming. Yeah. I'll be right behind you.
Oh yeah, so there you go. You can you can identify her, or a body or something like that. Yeah, no problem. Anyhow, guess we should get back to it before more stuff gets broken by this fiend. Yeah.
And Killhook, as you wrangle the crew back down to that second story down the ladder, again, you do have that spiraling staircase at the end of the hall. But in the hall, you had seen a plaque on the door that said Captain's Quarters, which you've now clearly explored. Nothing else in there. You see a crew's quarter.
We searched, we failed, and we're playing along with that fail now.
That's right. We're not metagaming.
And I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying, yeah, you did. And you see a galley, an engine room kind of right next to each other. Yes. That is all the different Oh, and sorry, navigation. That was the one I forgot. Is also on another door.
I would like to go to that navigation room, please.
Sure. So next to the captain's cabin, you open the navigational suite, and you see in here is a room devoted to sort of storage of maps and charts and navigational equipment, some of it very old and clearly crumbling apart. But yeah, they seemed to have on a large table in the middle a wide map where they're clearly drawing in the local area. And you can kind of see a little spit on the far side of it. And looking at it after a little bit, you realize this must be 3 masks. And the shape is familiar to you. You can kind of see the head somebody's drawn of the dead Leviathan. And then you see another spit or a port a little further away. And there's no names on these. And then in the middle, you can see that they're drawing the sea. They're charting out where they've been traveling. And you can see, and Killshaw points out that the One-Armed Scissor often travels between 3 masks and this other port, and then has a few other routes that are off. But he points at it looks like they got shaken. Maybe the root quake, like the weeks ago, and they traveled over here, but I don't know why. And they drew in this big hole, so that's the hole we're next to, I think. This is new. It's all wet. And that's what's in the navigation.
Ink is wet?
The graphite is wet. Yep. From the ink bug.
Then someone did this hours ago.
It takes a really long time.
It must have been the guy that broke the desk.
So first he breaks the desk, and then he does this. What kind of devious freak is around these parts here?
He's trying to throw our scent off. Making us think he's educated.
Well, mission accomplished. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't think we're ever going to find his sister.
If this ink is wet, they must have taken notes somewhere in like a book.
And there are papers and charts, and there is probably some navigation books of charts in here.
I look for the wettest book.
The wettest book. Roll me some sort of like investigation or search combination.
I can do better. I upgraded my scavenge. I'll give you scavenge or sense. Probably scavenge.
I'll take it.
And then...
Scavenge sounds good, yeah.
All right. And then do I add my instincts to this? For sensing or intuiting where a wet book might locate itself?
I'll take instincts. That makes sense.
All right, so then there'd be edge. 3 total. Mm-hmm. Here comes 3 ones. Damn.
In fact, that is a 6, a 5, and a 3. So Derek spent most of the before time just talking about how bad his rolls are, but honestly,
reverse psychology. The dice are weak to it. Yep. Finally figured them out.
The dice are weak to reverse psychology. So looking through here, you find a resource, if you would, of stack of charts, which is a chart resource. It's non-specific. You find directions to Fyzeo, Fyzeo, Fyzeo. And you look at this and you open it up and you realize it's like a zoomed in part of that larger map that you were looking at between 3 masks and that other unnamed port. And that's another chart resource. If you would like to take any of these, we can definitely add those to your resources. And then with a 6, you're kind of like, nothing else. And then you see the dampest book possible in just under the table, maybe knocked over when somebody had been running out of this room, almost hidden in the shadow of it even. And, dripping with graphite bugging. Takes ages to dry.
I found it. Look. Makes a squelching noise as he picks it up, I assume.
And across the front of this book, Captain's Annotated Log.
I can't read. What does this say?
What language is it in?
It is in Low Sour. This is the common speak for sea travelers.
I can read. I can read that. Hold on. It was upside down.
Take it back then.
Yeah, this is a ship. Most of the writing, when it's done by crew, is going to be in Low Sour.
I guess
if I don't specify, it's in Low Sour.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then I'll just open it to the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I read
the last page. The drums are coming. No.
Just says.
You can see them talking about in sort of the last few pages. It's got the dates on it. The last page is around in the middle of the book. And you see them talking about the root quake, and you go through a few pages. They got off course, they got a little bit lost, but then they realized this paper density and books on the waves was suddenly happening. And this is a library ship again. This is all that they could ever desire, and this crew wanted those books and resources and wanted whatever this was coming from. So they had figured out how to navigate, how to follow this. They had denoted it on their large maps that they were writing. They did, to be fair, they did also say something about the sound of drums that they could hear every now and again. You see a little marker about the pinwolves getting more aggressive after the root quake. It had disrupted the normal pattern of the sea life, of the sea creatures that live on the Verdant Sea. And at the last page, you see, we found the Hanging Manor, a source of legend at Three Masks. It actually exists.
Hey, Casbah, what's the Hanging Manor?
Karsha. The Hanging Manor is it's a myth that ages ago there was like supposedly a super rich dude, and he had all the books, and yeah, it's a thing that it made noise, and people at Three Masks talk about it like it's some sort of mystical library that you can get any book you ever want about pre-verdancy, because the dude was like a crazy rich guy that made hooks and chains for his manor.
Wait, was it that like famous like bald figure that was called like Mazon?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. Yeah, totally.
I've heard about that before. Well, apparently they found it.
Why they call it hanging? Like, is it like in the sky?
Like an island in the sun?
I don't think so. It hangs from trees, but nobody knows where it is. But then some pirates and some sailors say they could see it, and then but they could never tell us where it was. Like they saw it in passing through the mists, and then it was gone, and they could never find it again.
Apotheosis will hand the book that mentions the Hanged Manor to Karsha and say, would this captain have like any sort of like code or like hidden language in his book that would... No. I killed them.
The hell
I don't think...
here.
Oh no, I don't think Captain Salt had any code. She was just interested in books and bringing us stories.
They found it. I don't know how they left instructions on how to find it again.
Well, and he'll look through. No, it says just that they found the Hanging Manor. It doesn't say where. And he'll kind of like look at the map that was clearly in the process of being drawn. Maybe they were going to draw it?
This is why I don't like books.
Okay, so on the map, does it look... Mm-hmm. So the map had wet graphite on it, right?
Why did that make you pay for this? Yeah,
it's so funny. So, yeah.
Yes, that is what I said.
Okay, so maybe... I don't know, could the gardens be down that big hole?
And with that question, we look back towards Alex.
I wonder what's down this big hole.
Has Flippin' Piite made a choice? Is he going to jump back onto the scissor and look down the hole, or is he going to continue his guard duty?
You know, since like nothing's like really going on out here, mm-hmm. he's gonna deem that like it should be fine just to see. Well, he's not gonna physically get into the ship, but like he'll still be like outside, like monitoring, like you know what's going on. But he's gonna go on to the One-Armed Scissor and be like, you know, looking around, you know, notice everything that you told me from before. Mm-hmm. And he's just gonna be like, you know, look over and be like, you know, make that comment that I said earlier. It's like, I wonder what's down this big hole. And he's gonna look at the crane, mm-hmm. and he's gonna be like, let's use the cargo crane to see what's down there.
Is he gonna stick his eyes to the crane and lower the crane down?
I mean, yeah, we're gonna. Okay. Absolutely. What kind of check do you think you're going to be using for... You have to be able to walk me through your process of seeing with the crane.
All right. So
what does this look like, and what roll do you think you're going to make? Can't actually see out of those.
Oh.
All right, so I'm thinking of using obviously instinct to mm-hmm. sense what's going down in the hole, and then I recently took scavenge to locate and collect and to identify properties and value. So I'm thinking of like basically it's kind of like how you go magnet fishing, you know? Like you kind of put it, you kind of like you throw it out and then you like mm-hmm. kind of let it sink, and then like obviously it's the crane's not a magnet, but like I was thinking of like, oh, let's see if it like if there's anything down this big hole, I might be able to brush up against it using the crane head, mm-hmm. and if I feel something, sense something, maybe I could possibly like grab it and lift it up, you know.
It is a very good idea. It probably would work. I would like that roll. Yes. Give me that roll straight for now, please. You need to hit all of your dice and then roll. I don't think
the void sucks the crane in.
One dice with the one disaster roll. I think you talked about having at least 2 dice on that roll. Yeah, no problem. You're also muted. But let's see. Your instinct is 1, and your scavenge is also 1. So yes, at least 2 dice.
Oops.
There we go. All good. All right. So you rolled a 3 and a 5. That's a conflict, essentially. So you go over to this crane and you start to move it, and you move it like rotating on the little seat, the crane moving in front of you, and you start to descend it into this hole. And it goes down with a 5, and you hear or feel it hit all sorts of things as it's going down. You haven't looked over the edge to see anything, so you hear the thunk, and you hear and you hear things like probably there would be like a sound of a metal on metal a little bit as well.
Oh wow!
As you kind of go and put this crane into the hole.
Metal on metal. I wonder what's down there. Like, obviously something metallic.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I am. So what's the conflict part of this?
The conflict is essentially as you try to pull this hook back up, it's not moving. You threw it in blind without looking into the hole.
I probably should have thought this through.
I will say, those in the ship, this wasn't quiet. You would have heard like a lot. You would have heard the mechanics of a crane starting to activate. This area otherwise, like this ship, has been so quiet. Except for Issa giggling and gleeful about the lens room, the crack of desks in the captain's quarters. This sound of like a ringing of metal on metal, not something that you guys had heard. Nope. So we'll go back into the crew quarters. As you were just talking about the hole, you hear something outside. What are you guys doing?
Whoa. What was that? You think it was...
I don't know.
Is there a window?
There are windows in the lens room. The bottom section is covered in those porthole windows, and the top section to let as much sort of light in, and then the panels in between those portholes opens up. As you go further down, the seal and the sturdiness of the boat requires no holes. This part, you think, probably starts to go further into where the canopy is, so you do not see windows.
Well, I guess we should go check it out. Sounds like it was coming from above.
I think that sounded on the deck. Something's here. Something's here to attack us.
Maybe.
That's right.
We'll find out. Yeah. Okay, I mean, it's fine. You were with us before when we got attacked. Everything was fine. I don't recall you really pitching in much, but, it's okay. It'll be fine. We're capable folk.
All right. Easy enough. You guys climb back up the ladder all together, open the door, and you see Flippin' Piite sitting on sort of the little chair next to the controls for the crane, having rotated around and moving it down as if fishing for something. And you can see him like jerking these levers. It appears to be stuck.
Hey, prick face, what are you doing?
I don't think he can answer right now. He's really fascinated by the levers.
I think he's mesmerized or something. Some sort of... Okay.
Has he been hypnotized?
Flippin' Piite will turn to look at you, make a motion at his mouth as if it's been zipped shut and shrug at you, and then start to wiggle the levers again to try to like dislodge a crane.
Of the crane going down?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Killhook will go to like the gunwale of the boat, assuming that we have one, like, and we'll try to see if he can see where it might be snagged.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. I think I have, I'm just going to do this really quickly here, just so that you kind of have a mental image in our Discord. I am going to pop up the picture of the ship again. But yeah, absolutely. You can go over to where the crane is, see the line going down. This is just a big flat, sort of a deck that you can easily just peer over and look down at where that line is going. No roll necessary, because we kind of did that with the crane. You look straight down and you see right below this ship, you're anchored. You can now see that the scissor is anchored in a large tree above it, but just maybe into past the tangle, maybe a little bit into the sink, giant hooks and chains and an ancient set of buildings crumbling and moss-stained, but still essentially breathtaking, exists. You see those thick chains in hundreds stretching up from the roof through parts of the building itself. Statues, chunk of displaced earth, which is rare enough to see, and a drappling of lights spread under this tree's branches just above the manor. You realize you would call this a manor, a hanging manor. And you can see some windows are broken, but still remarkably intact and filled with these pictures of stained glass beauty of an old world that does not exist.
I found that thing that we were talking about with all the wet books and things.
Oh.
The bald fella and everything. It's down. It's right down.
And you see the crane is hooked on one of the chains and cannot be, it's like in between one of the hooks and it's stuck. Not all the way down to the manor, but halfway.
Do we got rope? Do we have like rope on our boat? Like,
it's a pretty common resource. I would say, yeah, you can have rope.
He's gonna start like wrapping it around. I'm gonna calm down because you're
why don't you let me try? Because I can.
It's the dark. You're just gonna like get all like, oh, it's so beautiful. Then you're gonna fall in or something.
But it's also
It looks like
beautiful,
stars.
but it does look like stars. But
And this is why I'm going down.
No, but I can be jelly. It'll be a lot less painful for me.
Painful? It's gonna be painful. It's just a
It's
bunch
gonna
of hooks.
What if you fall?
I'm not gonna fall.
You're gonna fall.
I'm not gonna fall. I'm fine. If not,
And
someone's
as
gonna
you
do
two argue,
Yeah.
you hear maybe behind you and a little bit below you, thunk, 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 of something falling. You turn
I'm
to
not
look.
gonna be like that.
You turn to look and you realize not off of the ship. It's next to that door, the trap door on the deck that opens up to the cargo bay. Something made noise in the cargo bay.
Of the other ship, not of ours.
Of the scissor that you're standing on.
Okay. Alright, so we've got Sneaky McSneakerton is like, something's going on the boat. Our boat is hooked to that thing, so if we needed to make a quick getaway, we can.
The scissors crane is hooked on the manor, not the vomitorium. He went off the vomitorium and used the hook on the top of the scissor. Your ship, still good for a getaway.
Well,
We are all on the scissor
Yes.
deck right now.
Yes.
I think them gardens are gonna be there for a little while, so maybe we actually go try to figure out what the hell that noise was. And finally, frickin' explore the damn ship and people stop getting frickin' distracted. Now,
Karshaw squeaks.
can we all proceed together under the presumption there might be something threatening here? Yeah? Yeah? All right. Flippyn?
Go to the Kirkle? Is the door closed?
So there's 2 ways.
Piite! Breakfast!
Yeah? What?
Come, get over here. Something just went down there, and we're gonna go figure out what it is.
I'm like trying to like look down the holes, like, but it's too dark to
It's a
see.
big
I'm
hole,
like,
Burry. We'll fill you in. Get the hell over here. Don't. I need fucking new shit.
okay, you don't need to yell at me. Come on, it can be
There's
gentler
missing
than
people.
that.
There's missing people. Our poor friend here, his sister, might be dead, might be dismembered, might have fallen down and been ripped apart. We have no clue of it. This one over here is looking up at the pretty frickin' rock in the sky, and you looking down in some little, like, I don't know, blender? I think I heard that once. Me and Apotheosis, we're searching around because there's some vandal running around breaking things on the boat. He and I are the only ones taking this seriously. Now,
Someone's
true.
breaking things.
Yeah, tables.
I mean, I don't know about this guy though, but it was like he keeps on talking about his sister, but we never see his sister.
He's just going. He's just at this point.
Okay, so Killhook,
where are you
you know
going?
there's 2 ways, or you're fairly certain. You can 2 ways that you have seen so far is the trapdoor in the middle of the deck, which is currently closed, but you can figure out a way of opening it, or back up to the lens room. Down that ladder, you did see that spiral staircase at the back of that hallway, and that would be about the right depth for what you believe to be the complete underside, which has been converted into a cargo bay.
But you said there was a noise that came from the cargo hatch thing, right?
Trapdoor is closed, but you heard a noise like behind that trapdoor. Yes.
Yeah, so he's just
cargo
going to go
bay.
to the trap there.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
see why he would go down a spiral stair. And
Oh, yeah. All right. I just given all the options. Okay, so if you want to, you go over to that trapdoor. Maybe you find a bunch of levers kind of next to it, and you play around, and eventually it's the creak of metal on metal, probably not oiled completely properly. They've been neglecting it a little bit, and it opens up, and you see down just darkness right now. No light source.
Just for logistics, he says like right there. Like on Killhook's ass.
don't knock me in. Jeez.
So you think you can throw a light down to the bottom if you have a light source, but you're pretty sure you're looking over at the crane arm. It probably would grab things and move them down. So you have rope tied around your waist right now, though.
All right, well, cannonball. Hold this.
he hands it to Apotheosis. Oh, wait, is Apotheosis there?
Yes.
Okay, he'll hand it to you because he figures you're strong.
Time to go hunting.
And he'll slowly start like climbing down and
Okay.
kind of peering around, listening really carefully.
As you slowly climb down, you're kind of hanging on the lip of this door, this trapdoor that you've opened, and feet dangling into the darkness below you. Look up at Apotheosis and let go. Or hold
Wait.
on, and because you
I'm
can't
sorry.
feel anything
What?
below you. The cargo bay, there's no stairs going down. It's a drop.
Right, but I got a rope attached to me, and I'm assuming
Yes.
he's lowering me down.
I'm just, lowering.
Okay, yeah. I'm just confirming that you're trusting him and are letting go of the ledge.
I'll
Okay.
give him the rope.
Apotheosis, I need you to give me some sort of roll to help out, to like a strength roll of some kind.
Yeah, I have iron, which would
I was
be-
just confirming the trust. Sorry.
Why would you need to do that?
We got along great. We talking about? We were like, Cagney and Lacey in there searching for this vandal.
That's true. That is true. You guys have been crew for a bit now. All right. What are we looking at, Derek?
I have 4 dice to roll because I have a 3 in brace, which immobility.
Oh, nice.
I am immobile.
I'll take
and
it.
then I'm going to use iron, which is determination. So let's see.
Makes sense. Beautiful. Go for it.
Double sixes.
Ooh, with a twist. Okay, so I'm happy to hear what twist people would like to see for this. This is a success, more or less a critical success. Yes, you brace yourself almost like you're rooting yourself, like you're a living tree again and rooting yourself to the deck of this ship. You hold that rope. You've got it perfectly lined so that Killhook doesn't hit anything as he goes down into this dark. What kind of twist would you guys like? I have an idea, but I'm happy to hear others as well.
Unpleasant surprise.
No, critical success.
I said unpleasant, so something bad, a bad surprise.
Yeah, so I'm saying it should be good, probably.
He rolled 2 sixes.
He rolled 2 sixes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. Well, you said they're being lowered. He's being lowered into a cargo bay that's completely dark, correct?
Yes.
All right. Conflict.
Well, no,
Or
not
twist.
a conflict.
Or a twist.
Triumph twist, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
twist.
All right.
Something with
So
light,
if-
I was going to suggest.
Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking.
That's
the
what I was
same
thinking
thing.
as well,
yeah,
is
okay.
as you go
The
down
spores
to
in his
Hook.
body activate something in the air.
Well, maybe there's some sort of sensor down below and a bunch of firefly lanterns suddenly come alive and light up the cargo bay, because this is a
It's
good
advanced.
twist.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, motion
So-
sensor lights in this era.
This is the future, in
It's
theory.
true, they
We're
do have wet
On
graphite.
boats
It's-
that are
it's-
moving across treetops.
It's the clapper.
Made out of chainsaws.
It's the clapper, yeah.
We have a
You're-
Leviathan heart as our engine.
What is clapping while he's being lowered into the cargo hold?
I don't you know how wooden blocks sometimes they clack against each other. Sometimes it sounds like clapping. Maybe the clapper hears the clacking, and turns on.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeff, as you're going down in these firefly lanterns just across, I'm gonna focus. As these firefly lanterns start to light up, boom, 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 all across, you see this is an expanded space that takes up almost the entire area below the deck. You can see way with the lit up fireflies on the far wall away from you, that end of that spiral staircase on the side wall. And you also realize there's a massive door at the back of this ship as well. Some sort of cargo bay, wild bay door. And then you see around you is stacks of boxes. The ones that are open kind of have a lot of books coming out, like they were just getting organized and sealed up for protection. You can see that there is maybe a crate or two of chemicals for their chemical compression engine. You see there are some papers, loose leaf, but there's a barrel in a box that were knocked over, and you see the barrel still just rotating as if it's just finishing the last of its momentum towards the front of the cargo bay, which would have been right below maybe where the crane had made the sound as if someone was following that or moving because of it.
Okay. Have I reached the
Yeah, you can
bottom?
walk.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'll undo the rope quiet, and I'll do Navy SEAL kind of motions, but they don't look like Navy. It's like basically I flick them off and then I point at my eye and then I flick them off
Leviathan
again.
ear motions.
Yeah. And then I do a hang 10 or something and then I point
Yep.
in the direction. And then get Spore Slinger, Cleaver out, ready, whip over here, and he's slowly kind of sneaking and trying to follow the rickety barrel and where I think someone might have gone.
All right. Do you want to roll me some sort of searching or hunting or scavenging kind of check, please.
Sure. So hunt. Of course, I would do hunt if that's allowed.
Yes, of course.
I could do. I mean, if I'm trying to be like careful and precise with my movements, I can do grace or I can do instinct. If either of those are okay.
Yes. I'm happy, depending on how you think your character would move, if you think it's more graceful or if you think you're just straight up following your instincts. Both would work in this scenario.
All right. And then, yeah, I don't really think any of my aspects would kick in at this point. So I'm going to let that go. Okay. Yeah. Any cuts or anything?
No, not this time.
Right,
for
6.
reasons. All right, with a 6, beautiful success. Triumph. You in this room filled with a smell of musty books, and you look and you listen. These firefly lanterns having all lit up the room around you, and you get around that barrel and box that had fallen, and you see a canvas cloth on the ground pinned under the box. And you kind of follow it up looking, your weapons in hand, just ready. And it is moving, this sack. And then you kind of like refocus a little bit. It's round and kind of squat with canvas limbs and reminiscent of another canvas-covered telecray that you've got above you as you hear this little squat cloth-wrapped head in canvas and maybe some papers stuck to the side of it to fill in holes. The wide sort of glowing eyes of many little spiders under a sack go, "Ah! No, I don't... I'm
Sarah.
I'm
Sarah, I'm Killhook. I'm here to rescue you.
You're not marauders? They took everybody.
Not today. So, you know, no, are you Tech? Check. You have like a long name and then there's a shorter version of it. Tech? Crenshaw? Kenshaw, brother. He's like, you know, he's, yeah.
You know Carr?
Carshaw, that's it. Yeah, I know him. He's right up there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm Tech. Cherevez, Tech. Yeah, that's our nicknames. Yeah. Okay. And you can see her like trying to calm herself down. This shot of adrenaline. The crane. You made a noise. I thought they were back. They thought they realized they forgot me.
Oh, that's just Pete. He gets into stuff sometimes. Don't worry about it. Yeah. No, you're fine. Hey, I found your sister. She's just right up there.
Oh my God. And you can see her like almost just like passing out with the amount of adrenaline to like nothing that she's going through.
Don't do that. And he's like kind of awkwardly, I don't want to. No, it's okay. Just sit down. Take a breather.
She is, to be fair, still like sitting, and you realize she has been pinned under this box. She can't move.
Right, my bad. Sorry. There we go. Just get down there.
And she'll like squiggle back a little bit. I've been stuck here for so long. The crane, it scared me, and I jolted, and the barrel fell. But I've been stuck. This box, it fell earlier. I've been here for weeks. I'm so hungry.
You've been stuck under a box for weeks.
Spiders don't drink that much water.
Yeah, you're Carlshell's sister. That's right. Yeah, okay. And you're wearing a canvas. Never mind. Okay. Come with me.
Okay. Are the Jackalbone marauders around?
Not currently. No. Don't worry. You're in good hands. Come here. Let me wrap this around you.
And he's gonna like wrap the rope around it.
It's all right. Don't worry. All
All right.
Thank
And he'll
you,
give it
thank
like
you.
a quick tug. Go ahead and pull up. Calls up to Apotheosis.
Fist mopping like you told me to.
Yep. Look, I want to apologize ahead of time, my crew. We're not good at like anything, but
Yeah. Apotheosis is going to slide with his head peeking over the edge. I speak signal. You did this, and then this, which means swab the deck. I'm doing what you told me.
it means
It's true. Does Killhook have
bogey
signal?
by the door. Okay, I don't know if it's good or bad, and also, F you. That's what it means. It's pretty. Can you pull her up, please? Oh God, gosh, your sister. Here.
Fine.
She's scared and stuff.
Easy enough. She is not got a lot of mass to her, being a bag of spiders. And you see two little squat 3-foot tall cylinders meet and like their little arms trying to hug each other as they kind of mush together some. And they're like, Tech, so good to see. What happened? Where's everybody else? Where's Captain Salt? And this sort of high-pitched exchange happens back and forth as they kind of reassure and hug each other. And you think is Karshaw, now that they're kind of together. It is hard to tell them apart a little bit. But to be fair, Tech has like some papers sticking out of her, and Karshaw's got like a little bit of gene material with his canvas from his farming. Yeah, okay, so as Tech kind of picks it up, there was a route quake, we got lost, we were mapping it out, and my job is to make sure that everything is detailed. I don't draw the maps, but I describe them really well, and I work with navigation, I work in the lens room, and, we figured it out, and we figured out where the papers were coming, and Captain Salt's like, we get a mother load of books. We found the mystical hanging manor, and so we came out here. But the jackalbones and the pinwolves, they're rampant, right? The jackalbones have been super aggressive, and we docked here, and we thought we were safe, and they appeared. We didn't hear them coming. They always play those stupid drums before they get close to you. And they just appeared. Like they weren't there and then they were. And they took everybody.
Coming, but you could hear the drums before they come? I don't understand.
We heard the drums while we were sailing around, but not near the manor. And then we were anchored here for like a day. And suddenly the marauders their ship was next to us. We don't know how it happened because they love their stupid drums.
That's surprising.
Was that a whisper they used?
Sorry, say again?
Was it like a whisper that they might have used?
Maybe. Anybody in the WILDSEA has a couple of them, but, yeah, it's, I don't know, I thank you for rescuing me. I can give you a whisper if you would like one as payment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And she'll kind of lean. Apotheosis, how tall are you? You're muted.
One of my aspects is I'm Titanic, so I don't know, like
10
15,
feet, 12 feet.
10, yeah,
this
12.
is a little 3-foot sack. You're gonna have to like.
If someone shorter take the whisper.
Literally 1/4.
The Walmart bag's too small.
What's Walmart?
I'm happy to take the whisper.
Sure. So whomever will take it, she'll whisper to somebody, we do this for the words. We do this for the words.
We do this for the words.
Yes. So that is a whisper that she will give to somebody. It's one I got from one of the library books, and I've been holding on to it. But and she'll like sort of go and peek over the edge. We were exploring the manor. They cut all our ropes. We had a bunch of ropes tied to get up and down easily. And she kind of like scratches her arm a little bit. We were almost all down there. I climbed back up really quickly, and then I hid, but it wasn't, yeah. I think they're down there, but I don't know where the marauders are. And she'll kind of look around at the One-Armed Scissor. I can't sail it by myself.
Well, that sucks.
Uh-huh.
Well, you want us to, like, go down this hole and, find your crew or something?
Oh, yeah. That'd be great. Sounds good.
Man, that sounds kind of tough. What do you guys think? He's gonna look to everyone else as his googly eyes go.
He looks down in the cargo hell. So I'm assuming he's not hearing this conversation. He's just breaking shit to have a plausible story and seeing if there's any salvage. So that's
okay. If you are investigating the cargo bay and propping open boxes, you can definitely try to get some resources in here. There is a crate of books. If you can add that to your resources, or a stack of tombs is a chart resource.
What was the first
one? A crate of books. These are all most of the paper stuff. It's all
charts.
Yeah, chart based. Or hold on, let me just double check. I would consider the crate of books a salvage more than a chart, because it's not quite. But yeah, there's like a rack of scrolls, which is charts. The stack of tombs and the crate of books, I would say, are more salvage.
Okay. You say so. I'll do a stack of tomes.
Okay, stack of tomes.
Because that sounds like I could probably get that up, whereas a crate of books might be harder to get up.
Yeah. Add that into your salvage. Easy enough.
Got it.
And you kind of like knock over a few extra barrels and a few extra boxes, mess it up a little bit.
Apotheosis would lower the rope back down upon Piite saying, "What do you guys think is Apotheosis?" Apotheosis is not the leader of this. He was a last-minute add-on to the crew.
Kulok will come over, like stuff tucked under his arm, and he's like, "All right, up we go." Spinning.
All right.
Well, looks like whoever broke that captain's quarters got to some of these crates down here too. There's a couple of things broken, but I'll say some stuff. Yeah, you might not have seen it from your perspective where you were trapped under the box, like some of the angles, and it was dark, so yeah.
It was.
Those marauders are a real menace.
Yeah, rough.
She walked around the ship breaking stuff.
Yeah, just
What?
who does that sort of thing? It's just it's absurd, really. If you so what's going on up
something
here?
Mean.
Piite wants us to go down into the hole.
Cool. All right. We're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, got to unhook the ship and everything. Maybe we could rig up some kind of towing thing or something. You know, we pilot this
and tow the manor away?
No. Well, the whole crew's missing, so unless the crew's down in the library, you know, and if they are, that's great. We rescue them and they can take the ship. But otherwise, if they're all dead, dismembered, etc., you know, eaten, like, then what we could do instead is we can, like, pilot this ship, the Scissor, tow it, you know, run some tow cables, you know, back to the vomitorium, and then maybe we can make it back to 3 Mast that way.
Yeah.
You all the sailors, right? You're, you know, problem. No, never mind. I'm sure you all thought of that. No problem.
Shady. There was also the wide bay door. This ship is a large ship. Your ship is a small ship. If you want, you could probably actually... it's for gliders, though. In theory, I would say maybe you might be able to squeeze it in. It would be tight and require a roll, but you could put the ships together like Lego pieces. Or Polly Pocket. A little thing and a big thing. That being said, there is the manor now below you, and Tech is pushing to get somebody braver and more able-bodied to...
We're going down. Don't worry on that.
Going down? Where's the hole?
Right over there.
Oh, I thought you meant the ship is going down.
Oh, yeah. Now, don't call hand signals for that. Now, let's, okay, so, we're going down. Are you coming with us, though?
And he's like looking at the two, brother and sister.
We can. Our crew, my crew is down there, so I want to make sure they're okay. And then she'll look at Karshaw, and Karshaw's like gulps and goes, I've not been out in the sea that long, but I can be brave.
What would you say that your best skills are?
Farming and
brave, Apotheosis.
And brave, yeah, and
being brave is his best skill.
I'm an okay
Debatable.
rattle hand. Harvesting and repairing farm equipment.
Well, great. Those are going to be useful skills. Listen, just, stay behind us, do what we do, do what we say, don't get in the way, that sort of thing. We don't want to accidentally, swing my cleaver, just, lop your head off or something like that. So, just make sure, just follow us nice and close and keep quiet. All right, mom's the word, right? What's the word?
Mum.
That's correct.
Mummy.
Nope, not that one. See, no, it's not
Mumsy.
Mummy. It's just, nope. Okay.
Too many syllables.
I am getting too old for this shit. I'll tell you.
There are harpoon guns on this ship. We can fire new ropes into the manor.
Pete's got the crane already connected. We can climb down there, can't we?
Yeah.
Yep. There's the crane is stuck halfway down on one of these long 100-foot chains. So you could definitely slide down the wire of the crane and then climb down the chain. I would say it's a roll. But absolutely, he unintentionally did make a bridge, and I knew it. Yes, you can absolutely do that.
Yeah.
It's like Pete was thinking ahead.
That a boy, Pete.
And not just throwing a crane into a hole and hoping for the best.
From our
The
perspective.
gift of foresight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's all them
Absolutely.
googly eyes. Lets me see the future.
The other thing
Let's
this
go.
ship does on either side of it have these large grapple array arms that it uses to pull itself forwards. So if you did want to try to use those from the scissor and try to create a more direct bridge, that is an option as well. But right now you absolutely have the crane to chain set up.
I'm going with option A, because every time option B is introduced, we talk about it for 45 minutes, and then we introduce option C, and then, someone dies or whatever. So let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just live. Let's seize the day, Carpe diem or something, whatever
Yes,
it's called.
I love that.
Carps
All
and
right.
dames.
Harps
So
and dames,
give
yeah.
me a build of roll for everybody here. I'm going to want something that is like wave walking or something to deal with, because you are going into the sea at this moment. So vaulting would be a good one. Some sort of movement roll for climbing.
Hey, okay.
Wave walking, vaulting. Where's my...
Nice.
Can I do Vault and Grace?
Vault and Grace would make a lot of sense. Yes. This is going to have a cut of 1.
Golded.
Could I do tides and wave walking?
Tides and wave walking, yes, absolutely. Exploration, learning with tides and wave walking. Wave walking is vaulting. This is kind of the stuff this was built for.
Nice.
Will you take tides and vault?
Yes, I absolutely will take tides and vault as well. All right. And Derek, do you have anything?
Would you?
Oh no.
Would you-
And I have glittering spores, which I wonder if I might use to light shit up for all of us.
Yeah, hold on. Glittering spores, is that a resource? It is. Okay, so if you wanted to use up your specimen resource, you can, it's glittering, so it's a specimen, so it's like gunk. So maybe you can like have everybody wipe some glittering spores on their arms and they can light up their arms as they climb down, or other. And then that would use it up, but you would have a light source. As you do, looking down at this manor, see that there isn't, other than like the lanterns, the firefly lanterns across the top of this tree, which do look renewed, right? Because you have to change out the bugs every now and again, and they are lit. But in the manor itself, you can see it's darker. So this would be helpful.
Okay.
But
is that an extra D6, or how does that?
No, you're just climbing down right now. You're not in the manor yet. That'll be for later.
Got it.
Yeah. Derek, did you have a build for your?
I would have to use sense and instinct for reaction and intuition.
Yeah. And sense, detect, intuit, react. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
Otherwise, I'm just going to break and teeth my way into the floor.
Yeah, that would be fair. Now, looking down at this manor, you do see it's 3 stories. It's got 2 main stories and then a small attic-like space on top. And the top of it, the attic, appears dome-shaped. Issa, specifically, you may start to recognize these kinds of things. It has the impression of an observatory on top. But you can see near the bottom, near where that like last bit of dirt is still clinging to the manor, there is a front door, and then there's a number of broken windows on either of the levels. The chain that you're looking to climb down shoots through the manor on the bottom left corner, kind of close to the front door. You can see it's just like breaking through part of the room and then into the dirt on the other side. Okay, everybody give me your rolls and we'll cut 1, please.
Okay.
I got 2 force, a twist. Already cut the 6.
Oh, okay, great. Twist. So yes, you kill Hook, I guess, are you climbing arm over arm, or what does this look like for you?
Yeah, for me, I think he likes to take his sling and he makes it like a little belt and he ties it up and then stabs his cleaver into it. And then now it's just like pretty standard climbing, I think, at that point.
Cool. You climb down, sort of zipping along this crane wire into the chain, easily and quickly down. With a conflict, you probably... Yeah, I'm going to say you don't have an opportunity to get into any of the windows or the observatory, an opportunity to try to jump. You absolutely do make it to the front door. The twist, do you have a good idea for the twist for what you think would happen?
If somebody behind me is struggling, maybe I can catch them if they fall or something like that. So
okay,
depending on others.
Yeah. We'll leave that then for a possibility of a reaction roll. Apotheosis, I see you got 2 6s and a 3. We're going to cut one of those 6s, but that is still a triumph, just without the twist, as you manage to sense and instinct your way down to the front door. You, with a 6, I will say, have the opportunity. Would you want to go to the front door with Killhook, or do you think you would try to jump to the roof to get to the observatory or go through one of the windows?
That's a good question. I don't necessarily want to split the party, but it would be kind of cool to go from the roof and work my way down. I guess I'll just stick with the front door because I imagine that's where everyone's going to end up with the rolls.
Okay. And Flippyn and Issa, can you please give me your rolls as well? Oh,
Mine's just 5. 5 and a 5, and I cut one.
Okay. Good. No. Flippin, that was a 6 and a 1, and we're cutting that 6, which is a disaster. Killhook, with your twist, you were ready with a reaction to that. You land on the dirt, look back up towards this chain, and see, as you do, Flippin is just getting off of the grappling hook from the cargo bay hook and into the chain, and you see maybe his hands were moist with tea or something like this. His grip just kind of like...
I mean, it makes sense that the big cactus is not great at climbing.
Yeah.
I don't have any fingers, man. Come on, it's just
he's just got mitten hands.
Mitten hands.
Mitten hands trying to like get down, and you see him just like lose his grip and start to fall.
There he goes.
Your twist.
Someone catch me, please!
Oh, he'll be fall.
You have your option of a action to try to do something, and we can make a roll for it. Otherwise, looking down, you can see below the manor, there's a large branch that he's probably going to hit. He's probably going to take a Krezerin exposure for going past the chain or the manor, and then has to find a way to climb back up. But
so I think what I want to try to do is I want to like get to the edge, like where he's going to fall. I'm gonna like quickly pull my like the thing I use for a sling out and see if I can just kind of use that as like a lasso almost, just kind of like wrap it around him and kind of grab him. And so I was gonna try to use like sense, which is react, and then I was gonna do instinct, which also is reaction. And then I was wondering if I could use my aspect, my spore slinger aspect as well. Like, so like slinging that out like so it's like, it's literally just like my contraption. Normally I sling bombs with it, but I picture it as like one of those like slings that you like whip and then hurl. And so I'm just trying to like lasso him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spore slinger, sling-like construction. Yeah, it doesn't even cost you anything. I'm going to say that'll give you an extra dice, an advantage dice on this.
Awesome. All right, here we go. 5.
And you needed it a little bit. All right, with a 5, you manage to get that sling out. You watch as it wraps around Flippyn, and you start to pull him in. Flippyn, Pete, I'm going to say the conflict of this is you get pulled in to the side of that dirt ledge that the manor is still clinging to, and I want you to take 1 point of damage on one of your aspects. But you're on ground, and Killhook is like pulling you up from below.
I'm alive! Oh my god!
Yep. See how you got your name. You were flipping as you fell.
They don't call me Flippin' Pete for nothing.
Do you want to roll me a d6 and see how many flips you managed to do before Killhook caught you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Man,
no, sorry. It was 1 flip.
Good thing you got that out of the way.
Not so Flippin' Pete.
That's his brother.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, and Issa, you got a 5. So yeah, you're not going to have the conflict is you don't have the opportunity to jump anywhere else, but you make it down safely. You get off of that chain. What does climbing look for our Ketra friend?
Oh, she fully turns into goo and just like snakes her way down the grate.
Yeah, so you guys watch your jelly friend slowly wind her way down before reforming spots all across and up her face, making intricate patterns as she makes herself into a humanoid shape again. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to roll a d6 for Karshaw and a d6 for Tech, and we will see if they did all right.
I'm not. Oh.
Yep, there's Karshaw. That makes sense. Okay. So you guys watch as Karshaw starts to try to climb down. His sister further along, she seems to be kind of okay, looking around. She loses her grip a little bit with that 5, but grabs the hand again and then keeps going. Clearly, this is something she had done before. This is a sailor behavior, and she has been on the One-Armed Scissor for a while. Karshaw, farmer, looks down at this hole, tries to grab the rope and the crane, essentially gets hooked on the crane hook and is stuck there. Don't worry, nothing happened. FedEx did not just try to call me for absolutely no reason, because I'm pretty sure I haven't ordered anything, and that's probably spam. I think I'm just gonna stay here. You can pull me back up when
that's
you...
okay. Use your farming to attract yourself to the dirt.
That's still 50 feet down. I think I'm just gonna and you can see his canvas is full on just hooked through his
your sack
canvas
is
body.
pinched in the chain.
Yeah, he is hooked on the crane hook, and he's probably not going to be able to join you on this.
That's all right. You stay up there all by yourself with all them pinwolves up there, okay? So you're good.
And Tech will kind of it's okay. The pinwolves, just be quiet.
How long can your sex?
They definitely don't have a good sense of smell or anything like that either. So don't worry about it. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna get. He's so dead. Look, he's just.
Yeah, Tech. How long can your sack stay pinched for before it tears?
And Tech will kind of look wide-eyed around. Car, try to make your way back up, okay? I know it's gonna probably take you a while to pull yourself off, but try to get back up.
Pull yourself off? Hold on.
Well, he's hooked through the canvas sack, which is his body, right?
Okay, yeah.
So he needs to pull himself off of this hook. First and foremost, with his disaster roll.
Hopefully he doesn't roll another disaster, because there's nothing left if he unhooks himself.
And Car will kind of give you a shaky thumbs up and go, I am a farmer. I can get up. It's okay.
Yep. Just use photosynthesis.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna use good old farmer strength to get back up. But yeah, so Karshaw will not be joining you in the manor, but you do still have Tech with you. So in front of you is this beautiful, intricate mahogany wood door. It's got sort of the filigree of plants that look different than the ones that you know. It's these small flowers, and everything that you've seen has been massive normally. And it's got sort of a depiction of this woodland scene of these tiny little squirrels. That also does well. All right, squirrels could be tiny. And then there's just this ground with like the sky where the moon is in the center where it would pop open. And you recognize the moon, but this is a depiction of a pre-verdant world where the trees aren't consuming everything, and it looks like there's this weird like leaf-like structure all across the ground.
Is the door locked?
You push and you find it already slightly ajar as you are able to just push straight in. It is not locked. Clearly, whomever came here before you probably unlocked it as well. And as you get, maybe you've got that glitter that Issa gave you guys on your arms. You push in, and a little bit of illumination you see within this sort of once grand painting and moldering carpets. You see bookshelves displayed in cases and glass fronted cupboards full of tombs and scrolls, holes in the walls, certainly, with chains coming through them, and some showing sort of a canopy overhead where there's just been holes that go all the way up through to the ceiling, the roof even. But you've got this cushy, red carpeted, covered in dirt, entryway with what appears to be a old dark wood underneath that's been well worn and has grit tucked in it, but glass on either side with tombs in it, books. And looking into this doorway, you see a hallway in front of you, and it's just got bookshelf after bookshelf after bookshelf. And does anybody speak or have a bit of the Hyven language? Would be what I would be looking for.
Let me check 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. Anybody have Hyven? Thought somebody took it.
I took Hyven. I got Hyven.
You took Hyven. Okay, so Flippyn, as you kind of look through, you realize all of these books, the titles on the side of them, it's written in Hyven, and you start to see things like, looking in, you see Edgar Rice and some like small paperback books. You see a bunch of Sweet 17 stacked in a pile behind glass, still preserved. And yeah, you think this is a world that you've never seen before of something that existed 300 years ago. And that is where we are going to end at the entryway to the manor, our session tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I got some Sweet 17, though. That's awesome.
Yeah, I did ask you what books that you think your characters would enjoy.
I was so happy to hear that.
And there's a lot of things to destroy if you choose to do so, Derek. But yes,
whoa.
not immediately.
That's why I was hoping the door was locked, because while you were describing it's
suspect.
pretty filigree, I was going to break the shit out of it.
Oh, sorry. I can say it's locked if you want to roll for that.
No, it's fine. We can't reverse time yet.
Besides which, the suspect hasn't been caught yet. Like, they're still out there.
They are still
Right?
at large.
The investigation is ongoing.
I mean, yeah, we got good cop and good cop here, never done anything wrong in their lives, and maybe they'll find that guy. They just got to keep hitting those streets.
Yep.
Yeah. We found the liquid graphite and, rescued her after being tracked underneath the boat.
Why are we assuming
like,
it's just
trapped under a
one
box.
person?
I was
might
half
be a
expecting the
group of
sister to
people.
be
It
fake.
could be a bunch of
It could
young,
be a bunch of people.
troubled youths.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, the manor, you got the entry open, you got a suspect list that you need to chase down in this empty, currently quiet manor in front of you. Jeff, what's going on?
Awesome.
Oh, not much. Just playing some games. Oh, yes, that. Piite, I think you start, right? What internet, where?
My theory plays games on YouTube where it makes system agnostic or multi-system content about tabletops that center the GM. Sorry, I forgot.
When you said tabletops, I'm like, are you doing like kitchen countertops and like, is it like a granite thing?
You should watch. Yeah, you should watch out for that Trouble
I forgot halfway through my
little quartz action going on.
It's okay. It's okay.
If you really need some affordable options, there's Formica. It's all right. You can do some things like that. All right. Anyhow. Okay. As for what do we got this week? I think if all goes well, we're going to be starting some Coriolis on Thursday. You can see Kipser and I in that. I think we're off we're not back on Saturday yet, but we'll be back next week, hopefully with some more Wear and Danger on Monday, and then more WildSea on Tuesday, and then later in March we have upcoming a premiere of our new One Ring campaign. As they all forced me to run it. They said, Jeff, run this. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, we were pretty mean about it.
Jeff, did you know? I've got a trivia fact for you. Did you know?
Oh, yeah.
There's one ring to rule them all.
That's cool. It's cool. I mean, not anymore.
Right? It's so. What really? What happened to it?
Gollum like tripped and fell into a big hot tub, and it went down the drain. And
that sounds unpleasant. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm sure there'll be a sequel at some point, right?
Yeah. I mean, everything gets a sequel these days.
Search for more money.
Why isn't the Lord of the Rings? Why isn't the Lord and Ladies of the Rings? Right, Piite? Come on. Equal time.
I'm with you, Jeff.
Come on, Tolkien. What's wrong with you? Anyhow, all right, that's it for us. We're gonna rate somebody. So have a great rest of your night.